Titans fans, what's going on? Welcome into Titans Today. I am your host, Jace Andrews. We do appreciate you hanging out with us. Here we have 13 official UDFAs that we have on record signing with the Tennessee Titans. Today, we grade each and every one of them. Now, if you're pumped for this Titans draft class, do me a favor, go down there, hit that like button, baby, because I'm telling you, there's some guys that I thought were reaches, but overall, I still like the class. I think in some ways people are being a little harsh on it, myself included. And hey, I'm excited to just have Titan football back here in about 3-4 months. So if you're pumped as much as I am, go down there and smash that like button. The first UDFA is the best, in my opinion, Dillon Johnson. A++++++. I love Dillon Johnson. I think he was an absolute dog at Washington this past year and was very surprised to see him go undrafted. He was our number 221st overall prospect. There was 257 picks in the draft. He should have been taken. He just had the injury in that playoff game against the Longhorns. However, he did end up playing against the Wolverines in the national championship, and I'm not going to say he was good by any stretch, but he was certainly not bad. But you know what was good? His stats. Holy cow, over 1,000 yards, 190 receiving yards, and 16 total touchdowns. 16. Now I understand he hadn't always been this type of player. Back in his days at Mississippi State with the Bulldogs, stats were less than ideal. 488 yards was his max back in 2022. Did score a decent amount of touchdowns for the yardage, just never really was that top-tier running back until this past year, but he was this last year. Maybe that's why he didn't go that's why he went undrafted, because it was 1 year. I see him making the team. Call me crazy. I think he's going to be on this Tennessee Titans squad. Now, I know the running back room obviously got some help in this free agency season, signing Tony Pollard, but if you look at RBs 1, 2, and 3, I think Dillon Johnson's better than Hassan Haskins. I know Hassan's been with the team. I think Joey Chestnut will probably make the team just because he's been here so long, and they obviously wanted him because they re-signed him in free agency. But you keep 5 running backs, you put 2 on the practice squad, and Chestnut and Haskins, and you make Dillon Johnson your RB3. I like that a lot. I think that would be very, very good. Speaking of running backs, Jabari Small is the number 2 UDFA that we're going to talk about here. I'm going to give him a B grade. Now, the reason it's B and just above average is I think he has some above average attributes. His stats are pretty solid, was very good with Tennessee. In my mind, I think he should have been drafted. I know we didn't have a draftable grade on him, but I think he had the ability to do that. The thing is, there's Dillon Johnson ahead of you, and I think you're going to keep one of these running backs. You're not going to keep both of them. That would make no sense. You'd probably have to cut Haskins or Chestnut, and considering you just re-signed Chestnut, I just don't see it happening. You're going to cut Small or Johnson. If I had to guess, say they cut Small, they keep Dillon Johnson, but maybe you see something in Jabari that you like better than Dillon. Well, now's your time to let me know in the comment section. Pick your favorite running back that the Tennessee Titans signed out of the UDFAs. Is it Dillon Johnson? Then type J. Or is it Jabari Small? Then type S. Let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite. Bryce Oliver. I'm going to go with a C here for Oliver as the wide receiver out of Youngstown State. Interesting prospect. His stats are okay at Youngstown State. 6'1", 214, okay as well. My thing is, nothing stands out about this guy. And with UDFAs, in my personal opinion, and I know there's differing opinions on UDFAs and how they should be looked at and graded, but I'm looking for somebody who has an intangible that I like, whether it be 1, 3, whatever. Maybe your stats stink, but your intangibles are there. This guy's stats were just okay. His physicals were okay. I think his body type was okay, but there's just nothing that was like, oh yeah, I think this guy could do that. So that's why I'm going C there. I just think it's an average UDFA setting. I don't expect him to be too much of a factor, but who knows? Maybe he surprises people. Sam Shne, the wide receiver as well, going to give him a B+, like him, a little bit better than Oliver. Now, Shne here is an interesting product out of northern Iowa. He is 5'10", 191, has the body type of a Lad McConkey, but he had over 1,000 receiving yards this past year with the University of Northern Iowa. Now, I know, and I'm the same person to say that. Yeah, but it's Northern Iowa. Who was his competition? It's fair. But who was Kurt Warner's competition at Northern Iowa? Nobody. Who was Kurt Warner's competition in the Arena League? Nobody. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to have another situation like that, and I'm not trying to compare anybody to Kurt Warner because no one will be that. But my point is, you can just find people from anywhere, and his stats were there. And like I said with Oliver, I want at least one intangible or stat that I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. This guy's stats were solid, and he's got pretty good athletic agility. So could see this guy potentially making the practice squad. Don't know about the roster, but I'm definitely not mad about the signing. I think definitely give him a shot, see what happens. A couple of tight ends that they signed as well. David Martin Robinson. Now, I don't really like Martin Robinson just because I think he was a little bit of a reach. His stats were okay, nothing really exceptional in his time over his college career. Steven Stylianos. I go C- with him. He is just an Iowa tight end. That's all it is. And that's the reason he got drafted. Or excuse me, not drafted. What reason he got signed. Because Iowa tight ends just have a knack for being great. George Karlaftis, Sam Laporta. They have a pretty good history of tight end culture at Iowa, but nothing sticks out to me with him. Same thing cannot be said, though, for J.C. Latham, the Titans' number 7 overall pick in round 1 of the 2024 NFL Draft. They do have Latham jerseys. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jace, why does he have number 1? He's not going to be number 1. He's a freaking offensive lineman. Yes. However, we don't know his official number just yet, at least at the time of recording this video. So what they have there is it's 1, but you can order it now at chatsports.com/Latham. And once you find out the number, that's when they'll make it and ship it to you. So that way you are able to have that exact number for J.C. Latham. So first round draft pick, pretty dang cool. You're looking to get a new Titans jersey. If you're a Bama fan maybe as well and you're a Titans fan, perfect jersey for you to get, chatsports.com/Latham. We're going to have that in the comments and the description once again. His number will be the actual one, kind of like a pre-order situation with this one. All right, let's make sure I get this name as right as possible. Xavier Gladden. I think that's how you say it. Going with a B for him, the defensive guy, or excuse me, offensive lineman. I think that he is of the nature of nothing special, but offensive line help is needed with this Titan squad. And to be quite honest with you, he has some pretty good size at 6'3", 330, 322. He's one of those guys of, if you have a guy like Devondre Sweat opposing you, you could bring out this guy, Gladden, and he can probably take him on his own. Because those bigger guys on the defensive tackle unit, you almost need a bigger guard for them. So his size for a guard is honestly something that's the intangible that I like, that I'm okay with signing him with. Because maybe you can be able to work out his movement. Maybe you can be able to figure out how to make this guy a really good offensive guard, and you keep that size with him. That'd be a pretty nice combo right there if you were able to do that. Another offensive lineman, Cole Spencer. I'm going a B for him because I think his stats/PFF ranking are a tad better than Gladden, and I think he actually has a shot to make the squad. The offensive guard out of Texas Tech had the highest PFF rank of the entire Texas Tech offensive line, 6'3", 307, 9 sacks allowed in his career of over 2,000 snaps. So, hey, like I said, I'm always looking for just that one thing. That's his one thing there. 9 sacks allowed and 2,000 snaps. Yeah, I'm taking that every single day. Only allowed 1 sack this past year. Got better as the years got on and really learned and was a very teachable guy, which is something you need with UDFAs. So I honestly could see him making the practice squad at the least. I really expect him to be somewhat of a factor in this Titans 53-man / practice squad roster in 2024. Another guy I really have a positive looking out for, Khalid Duke. I'm going with a B for him. And it's somebody that, again, I thought should have been drafted. Now, I know we don't have an exact draftable grade on him, but I think the edge rushing this year was an interesting topic in the draft because some were great, but I don't think there was just a lot of them. So the fact of the matter that he was number 26 overall edge rusher, I feel like it would be a way for him to get drafted. I think that Duke will make the squad. I know that may be a little bit of a hot take just because of his overall ranking and the way that he's kind of built, but he had 14 sacks in his career at Kansas State. So 14 sacks in 4 years, not bad. And considering he grew him each year, had 6 sacks in this past year, obviously kind of was that replacement for Felix Uzoma, came in there, played that position. So I think he could definitely come in here and make a name for himself. Not, again, with UDFAs, you can never expect anything, but would not be surprised, to say the least, to see Khalid Duke make the Titans roster. Who is your favorite UDFA the Titans signed? Why don't you let me know down in the comment section if there's somebody that you see that really, really sparked your interest. Well, let me know down in the comment section. I'm probably going a Dillon Johnson type name if I'm going down there. I think he could be a really, really good factor, or Khalid Duke. Both of them really, really nice. So let me know if you have a favorite in the comment section down below. Let's go and run through the last little bit of these UDFA signings. Isaiah Tone, the defensive tackle from Rutgers. You need a defensive tackle. I'm going C+, nothing special in that aspect. Gabe Judy Lally, the cornerback from Tennessee. Teammates with Kamal Haddon, the cornerback who got drafted, but he literally has no stats. His intangibles were less than a little above average, I guess. I don't see anything happening with that. Rod Gaddison actually was pretty good, but knack on him is Western Carolina, and so that's why I gave him a B. I think if he was at a higher up school, an SEC, Big 12, Power 5 something, I'd probably give him a higher grade, but I just don't know how good he's going to be against the higher up competition is my thing. Keaton Ellis, safety out of Penn State. Like this signing a lot. I think safety is a position that I want some depth on. Keaton could provide that, obviously, after you get the draft pick as well. So I definitely could see him potentially being a practice squad safety to just have on the rotation. And then a kicker down here, Braden Narveson, the kicker out of NC State. I'm going to go B. His kicking stats were solid. Inside of 40 yards, he was almost 100%. I think he missed one his entire career, which really good. Played NC State recently, but started out in Kentucky, so I'm going to B for him because Nick Folk is kind of getting up there in age, and I really don't want to see him get injured and have nobody left, so not minding that signing at all. Did have a couple of minicamp invites. There will be a ton more coming, but these are the two that we have officially confirmed as we sit right now, so do want to kind of show these two for you. Easton Dean, the tight end from Iowa, is a guy that I could definitely see being a very, very physical aspect here for the minicamps, and then Kyon Barrs, the defensive lineman from USC, both got minicamp invites to come and maybe make the roster, maybe at least sign something. So have to see, but those are the two guys that we officially have minicamp invites to. Before we go today, do have some unfortunate information. Not unfortunate, I guess. Want to let you know that I am going to be pursuing some different career opportunities. So this will be my last week here at Chat Sports covering the Titans for y'all. Now, I want to stop right here and say, do not worry. Titans Today is not going anywhere. In fact, I guarantee you with the team here at Chat Sports and some amazing people, it's going to be a lot better. So please, please, please stick around. The Titans are a fun team, and I truly cannot wait to watch them play in 2024. I just got to go chase some other dreams right now. But do want to say a quick thank you to James Yoder and Brett Scott, my two bosses here at Chat Sports. They were amazing in my time here, and I really do appreciate their allowing me to take over this channel and have an amazing and fun time with it for the time that I got to be with y'all, and obviously the lessons I learned here at Chat Sports. I want to give a quick shout out to our couple of producers here, Sam Brown, Matthew McCullough, and Colin Brown, my three main producers that I had here. Really do appreciate all of them, and obviously somber ending. I know it stinks. I don't want to go in some facets of the way, but I got an opportunity I can't turn down, and I promise you that Chat Sports and Titans Today are going to just be better. So do not worry. Please stick around. Please subscribe, youtube.com/Titans Today. You're not going to miss the amazing, amazing stuff they have coming up in the summer. And I'm going to be watching along with you guys. So I'll be in the comment section still. I'll be talking Titans. If you want to make sure and keep in touch with me, you can follow me at Twitter. It'll be at Jace Andrews. But yeah, Titans fans, it was an absolute pleasure. And for the final time, Titan fans, tighten up and peace out.